ice cold. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to this beautiful day God has blessed us with. We woke up today with such a blessing. I'm a little under the weather, but I feel good. I'm feeling good. And we're up in our futures trade. You know, it's been flat, but we've been up since we got in at 27,900 area, and we're going to continue to move. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get that music back up and running on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Thank you for joining me. Let's get the lemon into the water. Sorry for my lateness. I am a little under the weather today. Just, trouble sleeping, all that. Just got a cough. And it is what it is. The lifer is a little hurt, but I'm fine. Let's not talk about it again. Let's focus on the beautiful things of life. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's get it going. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most blessed asset with me. That is your time, baby. Let's keep it moving. And we'll get the best antiviral in the game. Black cumin seeds. Ooh, I just spilled it all over the floor, babe. I'm off today. I'm just off. I thought today was Thursday. I thought I had screen share today. I thought I had ATB today. I was posting the wrong messages. My energy is at its apogee. I don't know how I keep the show going when I don't have that spiked energy, that just massive movement. Shout out to everybody here. Let's keep it moving. Let's jump on in. I'm watching Matter on the 2-day or the 3-day chart even. See how this 21 is crossing the 50? It's a pretty good sign. Can we get the 200 eventually to show up? It will. And then can we pump up to it? I'm watching Anti-Matter for a possible move. Bigger gainer. It may take a few weeks, but it's on my radar. Something to think about. Shout out to Bitcoin just in this tiny trade. Not up a lot. About 14%, $60. It's continued to move. But I'm just showing you can make $60 off of $400 on 14%. There you go on trading MEXC. Trade today, 200x leverage, more in depth. I wouldn't trade 200x leverage if you paid me. I wouldn't do it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. But MEXC, why do I like MEXC? Because I like trading spot and ETFs. And they have more ETFs than anybody else and the lowest fees of anybody in the game. Jump on in today. Also, they have a few kind of a few cool things that you could do if you basically put in a lot. You got to almost put in a lot into MEXC. But if you basically put in more than 500, you'll get $10 in USD futures. $10. I mean, that's not too bad just by depositing above $500. If you deposit over $3,000 or $30,000, you'll be getting a $10 Bitcoin airdrop or a $40 Bitcoin airdrop. Thank you. So talk about everything. Sorry, we got Matter here. My brain is I'm really, really cloudy today. I got to stop saying it and just get through the show. Let's take a look at the cup and handle here for Matter. It could pump to the upside here. This is what happens when you work 7 days a week, every single day for over 2 years. One day, you're going to be a little slippy. You're not going to be 100%. Can you get through that day? How you manage that day is really what makes you the strongest or the weakest of your life. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you handle the days when you're not feeling good? How do you handle the days? And that's where the discipline comes from. Let's talk about the discipline to show up every single day and keep it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So, shout out to everybody here. All right, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. No, I just want to say thank you so much. All trading. Oh, yeah. All right. So, let's get into Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. The Fed meeting is coming out. Are they going to go 0.25? I'm like 90% sure they're going to go 0.25. They can't not do a basis point because then they look like they were just completely ridiculous beforehand. So they're going to do 1 basis point. I think then they're going to pull back. Then you might even see negative interest rates again. It could get out of control. They were handing money to people at one point. Negative interest rates. Can you remember it? It was out of control. So the Fed created this issue, in my humble opinion. I talked about MNW moving off of support. I love this coin. Every time I've traded it, it has played out. Look at this thing up 27%. It did take about 12 days, but hey, it nailed that support. I did put this out. This trade is up 27%, 23.77 in total, and there hasn't been a lot of huge altcoin gains. So this is one of the strongest coins in the game, Morpheus Network. We started getting in down here, 40 cents. It's up huge. It's up a 5x since when we first started getting in September. This coin is on a bull run. As you can see, this coin has been on a bull run. And look at this shoulder, head and right shoulder here. You might not have ever heard of this. This is MNW, Morpheus Network. I don't own any of this, and I don't know the project or anything. I just trade, and I can see something that to me looks highly likely to continue to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Morpheus Network. Shout out to everybody here. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate you all for being here, and may God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. You think about how long we've been doing this and how many days we're at it, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that made it through some of the toughest times that we've ever had. Shout out to the 614 people on the live, 198 likes. May we get the likes up to the watchers. I need your support more than ever today. I need your support more than ever. The more likes you hit, the more people that say we love you, Sam, the more people that send in that love. You're going to just give me that energy to keep it moving. You're going to boost my health to greatness. I need you today. I need you today. All right, I don't even need you. I desire you to do the thing, to do that thing. I talked about Bitcoin pumping to the upside. I was bullish on Bitcoin, as you can see by my trade and other things that I was talking about. I wanted Bitcoin to make a bit of a pump here out of the flag that we were talking about. Let's see what happened. Let's break it down. So Bitcoin, 28,390, getting the pump as we suggested. I put this trade out last night. The 1 hour time frame pumped, came back, pumped again, and now we're getting the move to the upside. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. A bit of a short squeeze starting to happen here. What are we watching? Well, these are the candles. These are the orders behind the candles, and we can see people actually get liquidated. $34,000, 14 accounts got liquidated, and these are short squeezed. We could see there was more liquidity up here. If you were in my trading group, you got an update. You got an update about where we were going. I basically was able to tell you we were going all the way up here to this area based on the probability of where the liquidity was. They actually had more liquidity down here, and they completely erased it. It's gone. Like they just said no. Someone must have heard what the Fed meeting is. Somebody on the inside already knows. They know. Someone on the inside knows when it's 0.25 or not. So I believe it is 0.25. It's already let the cat out the bag. We're in an ascending triangle. Now, the 15 and the 1 hour getting overbought at resistance, not the best sign. We take a look at our 15-minute. We are overbought. Quadruply overbought. We'd have to get a bigger short squeeze. Let's look at our smaller time frames. We're going to have to be watching the smaller time frames again today. They're really going to be giving us the sauce. So we're going to have to watch this 1 minute and see if it can break out of this ascending triangle. 50-50. If it doesn't, it's going to end up back here down at the bottom of the pattern. The fact that it's going sideways while this resets is telling me there's some strength here. Show me how. And music always makes me feel good when I'm down. Music always, and I'm not even that. Whatever. Just stop talking, Sam, and keep doing what you do. Shout out to the 700 beautiful souls in the live, 254 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. We have one life to live. One life. This is it. This is it. We don't have tomorrow. We don't have tomorrow. We have right now. That's all we have. Give your all to every situation you're in. If you're watching someone and you're passionate about them, hit the like button. That'll come back to you. That energy will come back so fast. I just, the passion for what I do is here. I love each and every one of you. May God bless you all. So look, 1 minute did come back down, but can it hold this level? This is the exact pattern of the bigger pattern. Can't you see how this is a representation almost of the bigger pattern? Also, shoulder, head, and shoulder, they got completely negated. They tried to set up a squeeze there, and they short squeezed everybody. Look, they made it look like it was definitely going to dump on a head and shoulder. But if you knew your stochastic said that you were in a cup and hand. You see, a lot of people would have just seen, this is the difference between lifer vision and what the most people see. Most people would have seen the shoulder, the head and the shoulder and shorted the market and then got completely squeezed. But we would have seen the cup and handle with a low stochastic, and we would have traded it to the upside and watched them get squeezed. But they would have seen the shoulder, the head and the shoulder, not been able to see this other idea. I would have been able to see what they see, but they couldn't see what I see. The idea is the more time you spend in the charts, the more you're going to know than everybody else. Look, see the bounce right off the bottom trend line? How did I know that was going to happen on the 1 minute? How did I even know how to set up this trade before, set up this, the target like this? Because you just do it so much, it becomes second nature to your brain. You just do it without even knowing you're doing it. You just do it. You can't even explain how you're doing it. I'll find myself talking to someone on the phone, and I'll just be drawing charts, and I'll be like, yeah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, I'll have a beautiful setup. And then I'll be like, wow, I should trade that. And I didn't even think about it. My brain just drew it while I sat there on the phone talking. You're going to get so good at this, you're going to love it. You're going to be able to teach your family and friends. You're going to be able to print money like an ATM out of these charts. It's going to be an amazing life, and I'm excited for you. I believe it takes 4 to 5 years to get really, really good at TA. It takes a couple of years to get your, it's like an associate's degree. 2 years to get your associates, 4 years to get your bachelor's. Do you want to you want your bachelor's in trading? Stick with me for 4 years. You'll get a bachelor's in trading, in my humble opinion, or the equivalent of that thereof. And what the beautiful thing about it is I got a college degree, and yes, it made me some money, but I made way more money trading cryptocurrency than I did off my college degree. And I paid way less for my cryptocurrency education than I did, even by losing like 15 to 20 grand in a few trades that I didn't understand before I got into crypto. I should say my trading education, because it's more than just cryptocurrency. Hey man, good day. Shout out to everybody here. Because you're the man, Sam. Shout out to the British Perspective. I hit the like, but I didn't get my hug. Well, here's your hug, effing book. We love you, man. Does anybody know the countdown of the Fed meeting? Why does everybody ask this every single time? The Fed meeting will be at 2 p.m. I will be live for the Fed meeting. You know what I mean? Could it be a good strategy to DCA a small amount of cash in hand into alts before the FOMC meeting? I can't tell you what to do with your money. You do whatever makes you happy. I would never use the Fed meeting as a way to DCA into altcoins. Never. I would be building my altcoins regardless. You know what I mean? You want to know what coins I've been building? I'll be nice to let you know. I've been building a bag of Wilder World. I really like Wild, and I'm going to explain what I see in it, why I believe it's going to have legs, and where it could go. All right? I do own coins in Wild, so that's something I will, if I own a coin, I'm going to tell you about it. But Wilder World, if you just go to their website, see their team, see what they're doing, they're top notch. All right? A new dimension of reality. Wilder World is an immersive 5D metaverse built in Ethereum, Unreal Engine, and Zero. It's going to be awesome. When it really kicks off, I'm telling you right now, I think it's going to be one of the biggest internet game spaces in the world. I believe Wild could go huge, easily to 10x to $3.40. I'm watching Wild closely. It's got a $34 million market cap with such an amazing team. I'm super excited to see what could happen to Wild. So I am building my position. Look, 34 cents, $34 million market cap. Pretty interesting. Max supply, only 500 billion. That's not too big compared to these coins. So I like what Wilder World is doing, and I keep DCAing into it and building a bag. I'm using KuCoin to do that. I absolutely love trading on KuCoin. Link in the description to KuCoin. If you want to jump on into KuCoin today, I would greatly appreciate it. I do get a commission if you use the KuCoin link, and it does help out the channel. So jump on in today and do what makes you happy. Trade, baby, trade on the best exchanges in the world. All right. It's my favorite track when I'm going to ask for similar and keep it moving. So Wild's on my radar. I am accumulating Wild. I want to make that really clear. Where am I accumulating Wild? On KuCoin. I'm also buying some on Mex Global too. I also have a bit of a portfolio of Wild on MEXC as well. So I'm kind of, and that's what I like to do. I like to keep my positions half and half. Half on MEXC, half on KuCoin, because if something ever happened, I don't want to lose it. And also on KuCoin, moving the money from the trading portfolio to the main portfolio can also basically disconnect you from an API hack. So just be careful. Always take precautions. Do the right thing. With precautions coming, get yourself a hardware wallet today. I gotta get this, babe. We gotta put Keystone on my calendar, my love, please, for like a 2-hour time where I can really review this wallet and really deep dive it. This thing is amazing. The Keystone wallet, I love it. But any hardware wallet, just get yourself a hardware wallet, not your keys, not your crypto, please. Please don't be out of your mind. Take it seriously. Take your security seriously. So we're watching this 1 minute, and the last time I had a 1 minute ascending, we had a massive move to the upside. This is setting up for a blast, and it was the 1 minute that gave us the move. So I'm going to watch the 1 minute right here. It looks like the Fed meeting kind of already got told. I believe the insiders know, and they put their money where their mouth is. You're going to see a movement in the price action. Bitcoin will probably give us a bit of a tell as to what it is. So, interesting. UAE announces crypto-free zone. UAE set to open world's first free zone dedicated to digital and virtual asset companies. I'm telling you right now, I might have to go there even though I don't want to, because the taxes are going to be amazing. They're going to make it incentives for my company, and they're just going to really want, I don't know. I'm just excited. Sony files cross-platform NFT trading framework patent for gaming. Gaming files patent for NFT infrastructure on PlayStation that will allow players to earn NFTs in the game that are not only tradable but also work across gaming systems. And there you have it. We have a lot of gamers in the group too. Funny. Okay. I had a change of heart, and I'm back in CRO. You sound like a flip-flopper, my man. It's not good, you know? You don't want to be all over the place like that. But anyway, do whatever makes you happy. Here I am. Let's go. Living life as a lifer is the only life worth living. Jasmine connected. How could anyone have time for gaming and crypto? I know, right? Because when you game, isn't it all day long? Like, I bought one of those metaverse things, and I always want to do Call of Duty or something, and I think, I'm going to do it. Or, you know, I want to watch the O Show on YouTube. Or, I want to watch the O, which was the amazing performance in Las Vegas. And seeing that, look, there's the pump to the upside. I just called it. There you have it. That's why leverage traders love me. Because if you come to my stream, I'm going to give you a trade immediately on Bitcoin. I give a Bitcoin trade literally 90% of the time that I show up. Like, I just called along right here off the bottom of the channel. We came down hard. Before it even hit it, I said that's probably going to be the base point. That was the entry. We popped off of it. You can see the stochastics were ready to rock, and we just break through this resistance, 28,416 on the way to the upside. Now this like measly little $400 is up $67. You know what I mean? Little 10x leverage. I don't advise you trade leverage at all. I don't even like to trade it too much. I trade it very, very sparingly, and I use very little amounts. I'm just showing you how you could trade. You could have made $70 out of $420 just playing this channel. And I gave this trade yesterday in the trading group. I talked about it. And simple, I didn't even really give too much of a trade. I said, this is likely to make a move to the upside. Like, simple is as simple does. Look, no indicators at all, just a pattern. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, I could trade with just supportive resistance and patterns, and I would do pretty well. The indicators help me out, and the VRVP shows me where to take profits and stuff like that, and order blocks and all that other fun stuff. But once you train your brain and the way in which I've trained it, you're going to be spot on. You just do it something every single day, and then the whole world will see that you do it every day, and no one will question the fact that you're not the boss of it. Woke up to $1,100, bang, bang, bang. Fed's pausing rate increases, 30K for Bitcoin for sure. Fell asleep on the long with $50 at 37.18. God candle possible today. I don't like using that word, man. There's one God. A giant candle could be coming. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as a God candle. You know what I mean? It's a little blasphemous. Repetition is the mother of skill, as they say. Yeah, all you have to do is to do the same things over and over again. You're going to get good at it. Run your own node on your phone. Run Mina. Why am I? It's just starting. Minima. WMMI. Interesting. And I believe I saw, see, all I have to do is look at a thumbnail. I saw Ben put out a thumbnail phone. And now I'm picturing, what is the name of the cryptocurrency? Please tell us the name. I barely game anymore. Too much trading and 3D work to get done. Also have my PhD to finish off. I agree with you. I never gamed. I never was into video games. I never had the time. I really didn't. I was always too busy building. I got into film at a young age. By 13, 14, 15 years old, I was into film. And so any spare time I had, I was editing and learning how to use editing software. And editing softwares are extensive. And I had to learn Adobe, Final Cut. And then I also had to learn Avid. And I was making Avid for, I was working for David Letterman. When I got into cryptocurrency full time and really, really left my old career, I was working for David Letterman, making his show on Netflix. My next guest needs no introduction. You know what I mean? Editing is fun, but after a while, it's years and years of just burning your mind out. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I really couldn't. Like, I needed a break. Try not to cough at all in the show. I don't want to let in that I'm even feeling somewhat down. Because the lifer is never down. Never. Never down. We need more honey. Whenever you're not feeling well, just more honey. More honey, more vitamin D. And you took my vitamin D spray from my desk, my love cake. I was having it every morning, but now it's not here. I don't have it. My routines. I'm a man of routine. And I need my routines kind of the same. So I'm watching wild shoulder, head, and a shoulder here. And I'm looking at the 4-hour in a bit of a flag. This 4-hour flag could pump to the upside here. A bit of a cup and handle to the upside. Measured move would take us to about 46. I believe these are our bottoms for wild. Anywhere between 18 and 30. Basically anywhere, I'd say anything under 50 cents is a steal for wild. So I'm accumulating as much as I can under 50 cents. See, what I do is I pick a project I really like. I research it till I'm blue in the face. Year after year, I really get into it. If it has a great year and it comes back down and it's still strong and the team's still strong, I look at the market cap again. I see what they're doing. And I pick a price point that I don't want to pay more for. Like, I don't want to pay more than 50 cents for this coin. I think that's overpriced because I want to get to $5 and I want a 10x. You know what I mean? When was this all-time high of this coin? We're sitting at 792. This thing ever gets back there, that's a 20x at 35 cents. So I'm just, and I believe this thing can get back to its all-time high. And it will take 2 to 3 years, maybe 2.5. But people don't realize everyone wants to make the money immediately. If this thing makes a 20x in the next 2 years, and I was showing this to my team, let's say in the next 26 months, it makes a 20x. So it does it 20, right? Divided by 26. So you're going to make a 0.7. You're basically on almost 1x a month. You're going to make 76% a month for the next 24 months. And you think that's bad? Now, yes, some months it's going to go sideways and do absolutely nothing. And then some weeks it's going to go all the way up. Then it's going to come back down. It's going to be a long road. But once you look at the bigger picture, you made 76% a month, holding wild for 2.5 years. Not many people are looking at the big picture. I've done this many times and I've made a good amount of money doing it. I love it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Another guy saying you should be taking as financial advice. This is what I have done. I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to have to pick your strategy and go for it. All right. Check out XRP Lifer setting up for another pump. It's possible. It's possible. Wow, so that was a fake out breakout. A lot of Fed meeting nonsense. Pumped all the way to the upside, came right back down. But look, oversold again on the 1 hour. The 1 minute says we can continue to pump. I don't like trading the 1 minute regularly, but on Fed meeting days, I'm looking for sensitive movement against support and resistance. Okay, Sam, is it too late for the Arbitrum airdrop? Yes, it is. I believe so. You could go check it out if you had or had not. The most important rule in trading is play great defense, not great offense. Amen. Rejecting at the local VH value area high. But damn, this ascending triangle looks a little juicy. It does. And right now it's retesting. It broke out. It's retesting to the upside. And, I could see a little flag here breaking on out for that retest. Take you back to 28,500, the psychological support line. I'm going to show you BOOKMAP right now. BOOKMAP is an amalgamated data set, which is connected to APIs, to exchanges, showing me how many people are on the order book. We have a massive sell wall, 28,700, 28,005. It looks like we're very likely to go up into this region. We crept up in it. We're coming back down. I just don't see enough buy liquidity to, to make us want to come down here and eat. So it looks like the ball is going to want to move up. This is how many people buy and sell just is represented by a ball. So if it's a big ball, it's a huge buy. And that's why the shorts got liquidated, So people are getting in and, we want to basically find these sell orders. You want someone you want to see a big whale be able to sell off his order. All right. So he's going to buy into the sell off. That makes sense, right? And squeeze the shorts to fill an order up here. All right. To fill a higher order up here for a sell. The Bumble, thanks for sending your super chat. Appreciate your support for the stream. We got you on the list for a little later in the stream. How are you feeling about Magic? Had a pump, but seems to be heading down. Blessings, brethren. Well, we were trading Magic. The way I trade is I always raise the stop loss to break even after my first take profit. So everyone in my trading group, if you're listening to me and you're using that strategy, you should basically never, no matter what happens, you should be able to, like my whole point is this was a perfect trade. All right. You can see all my crazy work on it. But first, we looked at the bigger time frame, and it looked like it could make a move here on the daily. It was oversold in the daily. We had an inverted head and shoulder. We got in on the right shoulder in this flag here at about 148. Magic would pump all the way up to about, and we're going to show you really what happened here now. So we found this inverted head and shoulder for Magic, okay? It has this little flag that pumped up, and then it made another symmetrical triangle that pumped to the upside. You have to understand right now, you had a little bit of bearish divvy falling to the upside, and I'll have to look at this again fresh. But we traded it. We traded it all the way from 145 all the way up to 209. I mean, it's a beautiful move. 25%, a little more than that on the move for Magic. So I do one of two things. I either hold something for 1 to 2 years or I swing trade it. I'm not ever in the middle. All right. You can't do things in the middle. All right. You got to make it happen immediately. So look, I mean, this is likely Well, your 4 hours oversold, which is interesting. Your 12-hour needs to head down a little lower. Your 1 hour's kind of low too. So let's look at our local support and resistance zones. We seem to have made it back above 133. We have a point of control we bounced off of, and then the resistance is coming there. So if Magic can stay above 170, that's going to be a proper place for it to find some confluence. I see it making a possible right shoulder and dumping back down here to the bottom of the channel. Honestly, top of the channel, somewhere here at the bottom of the channel where I would be looking for Magic to get back in. But the stochastic suggests that it could get a little bit of a pump now. You know? It's just me, or is XRP about to bounce off the golden pocket again and run higher to 50 cents? Let's take a look at XRP. A bunch of people are asking. You're the second or third person that I saw in the chat asking about XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. Shout out to the 897 beautiful souls in the live stream. 425 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. Concurrent viewers was 912. Let's get back to the 1,000 beautiful souls that we had. So yeah, XRP had a beautiful pump. We put it out to the trading group. Anyone that's doing that trading group saw the pump to the upside. XRP got a beautiful, nice move to the upside. Now we take a look here. And we kind of zoom into this beautiful little flag on the 3 hour, which looks like it's going to basically respect previous resistance becomes new support. So you have an SR flip here, a support and resistance flip. And honestly, the 1 hour looks like you're going to make bacon on the beach. 15-minute may need to cool down. But the idea is here's a trade right now for XRP. All right. Just something to write home about, something to wet my whistle. It may come back down to the bottom of the channel right there for a perfect entry. It's going to have a pretty nice length of the pole there for a pump here. Measured move would take XRP. Sorry, extra line, did not need that. Extra 52 cents is my measured move. Let's take a look at our risk-reward ratio here for XRP. I want my stop loss below the 200 SMA. It's a 4.61 risk-reward ratio. Risk 4% to gain 20%. Could even go lower here. Can I get there? Now, I can't go that low. That's too much. So you want to see if this can hold that support and resistance flip. It is in the gap of the VRVP, got into this area where it could basically tumble back up to the value area high. I do see how XRP could get to 52 cents. It's on my radar. The 1 hour looks beautiful, all right, for a possible big move coming. Also, what I do see is swing up to swing up with swing down. That's hidden bullish divergence. Really tells me that we may continue to the upside. Even that isn't as sharp as that uptrend. And if I kind of bring it right there to that corner, that is a hidden bullish divergence in my humble opinion. It tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. So I'll be looking for this to continue to move. We should make a high higher than this high. It's highly, highly likely. So again, my probability says that it's about an 80% chance that XRP goes to 52 cents. But again, that's just me. Who knows what I know? I'm just a guy who shows up every single day and does it. That means nothing, right? So, yeah. I do this every day since February of 2021, 2 years. 2022, it did not take not one day off of the charts. I was here every single day. I went over Bitcoin every single day. It did not matter Christmas, Thanksgiving. I was here for you. Consistency is the most important thing in life, in my humble opinion. If you want anything in life, you must become consistent. Once you find consistency in your life, you'll be able to take control of everything and anything. There won't be one thing that you can't afford or need because you'll have everything you need. So consistency will give you basically everything else you need in life. Tom Brady was consistent. He showed up every day, did what he had to do, nailed it, right? A lot of other people, actors are consistent. They go to every single audition. They show up all the time. They read their lines. The more consistent you are, the better off you'll be. Do you have a system? Do you have a plan? I know I needed a plan. I wake up every day and my day is pretty much the same. It changes. Like today, I'm going to interview Rice TV. And we're going to have an interview tonight at 7:30 p.m. Look out for that for the price report every single Wednesday night at 7:30. Smack it out on the computer table. Bitcoin to the moon, baby. Bitcoin to the moon. And there you go. We just got a nice pump off that move, and we just called that for you too. We showed you how that was obviously a retest to the upside off of the top of the channel. Came back down inside the pattern, actually, and then broke back out again. But the stochastics on the 1 minute showed us that we would likely get another pump. Do we double top here? Now what's happening? All right. This is why people love coming to the channel, because other people just go over Bitcoin, and I love what they do. But we show you actual trades happening as they occur. We call retests as they happen. We show you where support or resistance actually bounces. We give you trend lines before they actually are the trend line. We show you where I trust in the move. The move then gives me that pump. I show you my money. I've been putting thousands and thousands of dollars into Bitcoin. I was one of the only persons who publicly bought a Bitcoin at 19,000 in front of the whole world. Who else bought a Bitcoin? And now I'm up $9,500 on that call. And it only took 2.5 months to make 50% of my money. Most hedge funds don't even make you that. So I already outdid all hedge funds publicly with that Bitcoin buy. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, and people want to know where to put their money. I would never hire a financial advisor. I guess I would at one point. I'll give him a couple mil, see how he does against me. I'll be, yeah, let me test you out. You know what I mean? But I mean, dude, I would never hire a financial advisor. Like, I got myself here on my own. You know what I mean? Again, you should get, I guess, and I have to tell people, get yourself, I'm not a financial advisor, but for me, I do my own stuff. I didn't wait for some bank to tell me what to do with my money. I didn't wait for some advisor to give me 7%, show me how to make money. Get out of it. Look at that massive candle to the upside. Look at that God candle. Oh my God, I just made a boatload on that leverage trade. Wow. Wow. That was crazy. That was crazy. Now I'm up $100 on $400. Easy. That's crazy. Look at that. The retest. That's what happens when you catch a retest to the upside. Look at my target. My target was just hit and some. Dude, they're coming out and saying there's going to be no basis point hike. The news came out with no basis point hike, everybody. That's what happened. And look at the massive short squeeze. We're going to 30K today. I'm telling you right now, massive move coming for Bitcoin. What a move to the upside. And I'm so sick I can't even yell, what a move to the upside, baby! My goodness, we are blasting off now. What a massive candle. One of the biggest 1-minute candles I've ever seen in my life. And we called it here on the channel yet again. How many times have I called a move for Bitcoin live on the channel? How many times have I showed you a short squeeze? How many times have we done it? How many times can we do it, baby? We don't stop. We don't stop, baby. Unbelievable. Can you believe this? This is unbelievable. And this is why I never take a day off, baby. This is why I never take a day off, because I would never miss this for the world. I work too hard. I put too much into Bitcoin. I put my life on the line for Bitcoin. I've had my father talk crap. I've had people just put me down. Why are you into this stuff? I've had best friends tell me I'm crazy. Everybody I knew questioned me. From my close loved ones to every single person I ever met, they questioned me. And to be here in command of the ship, banging on them to the upside with my lifers, these days mean so much to me. And I know they mean something to you. You went through the same thing I went through. You've been ridiculed. You've been laughed at. You've been called a clown. You've been called insane. But you knew. You knew the math. You studied. You were one of the chosen, baby. You knew. God bless each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. What's that sound? Oh, okay. Whew. Wow, and Bitcoin continues to pump 28,700. Massive move to the upside. A massive move. And that's how you make $100 off of $400 swiftly. Man, what a nice trade right there to the upside. The 1 minute is overbought. What a blast off. And the 1 hour suggested that we were going to get the move to the upside as well. There's my target on the 1 hour. We hit my target at 28,597. Congratulations to anyone that took the trade. No stop loss got hit in the making of these trades. I showed you the trades. I showed you I was long. I kept saying I was long. I went over it and over it every single morning. I've been drawing the charts. I've been showing you the way. I was one of the first people to draw this ascending triangle before it even came out. Everyone shorted the M. I did not. I basically was able to find a divergence in a bounce back area. I kept it real that we were just bear trapping back into the position. And I held it down, man. Shout out to anyone that, sorry if you got stopped out, but hey, if you got short squeezed today, if you were one of these people that got into the short squeeze graveyard, if you're one of these people, join the trading group today. Stop getting short squeezed. Stop leverage trading your money away. Stop doing the wrong thing. Like, let's slow you down. Let's spot trade for you. Let's teach you how to spot trade. Let's give you let's take the class. I teach class this Saturday. A lot of people can't make it to the Tuesday class. I teach class the last Saturday of every single month, just in case you can't make a weekly class. It's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday in the morning. It's a 3-hour class. Come on now. If you're losing money, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're emotional, if you're all over the place, if you're not consistent, if you have no discipline, I'm telling you right now, you need my mentorship. I'm going to be there for you in my trading group. You could DM me. You could message me in the group and ask a question. You could DM one of my admins too, and they'll make sure that I see one of your questions. We will help you find your way. We will help you find your way. This is not a coincidence. I've been interested. Look, I haven't. Let's read this from yesterday. I've been interested in crypto. I haven't read it yet. I wanted to read it fully. I didn't get a chance, and I apologize. I've been interested in crypto ever since the Doge boom. Charts, numbers, and data have always been right up my alley. So I was a natural fit. For about 2 years, I would watch the crypto influencers on YouTube, trying out different strategies, and even paid programs like ALGO, falling for the claims of take the thinking out of trading or make $100 a day with little to no effort. After 2 years of trading, with my $150 portfolio ending up still at $150, I was getting frustrated. I know that as a beginner, not losing money is a win. I was still frustrated. I wanted to learn, but it seemed like you either had to shell out big bucks or commit to a full-blown class or try to sift through all of the gimmicks and sales pitches of a YouTube world. A buddy of mine told me about the lifers. I hesitated at first because at first glance their YouTube thumbnails looked like everyone else's, and at this point I was completely over YouTube. After several conversations, he convinced me there was something different about Sam and the lifers. I joined and quickly changed from a skeptic to a believer. The community is super helpful and the entire environment is a super positive and learning focused. I made it a point not to blindly follow Sam's calls and actually do my own charting and made my own decisions based off what the group teaches. After adding what I have learned in just a week, my portfolio is up 10%. I haven't even taken the course yet, and the change in my understanding of technical analysis is astounding. I know it's still early and I have way more to learn, but the change I've experienced in just a week is well worth the price I paid for the entire month. It's like I buy 1 week and I get 3 weeks free. Life-changing. Thanks, lifers. God bless you, man. So if you're struggling, if you're having trouble, if, trading is just you're battling trading and you're struggling, I'm telling you right now, you got to join a trading group that's going to put you in position, that's going to build you up, that's going to talk about mentality, it's going to talk about risk management, all these things that you really need in your life to change you. No worries. Thank you. What a beautiful message. He did say that, but I guess he was joking. But for Bitcoin to go up now before the news, it's going to dump soon. You don't know what's going to happen, Nick H. You have no clue what's going to happen. See, when people say it's going to have to do this, stop telling yourself stuff. Look, I already know that you may lose a lot of money trading because you're using affirmations in your words. You don't want to do that when it comes to trading. So let me just break down what you said here. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to point you out. I'm trying to help you, and most people will say that. It's tough love here. He did say that, but guess he was joking. But for Bitcoin to go up now before the news, it's going to dump soon. There's no way Bitcoin, you don't know what's going to happen. You know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance. Start telling yourself you don't know where Bitcoin's going. Like, stop telling yourself you know where Bitcoin is going to go. Like, it's just absurd. It's absurd. You know what I mean? It's absurd. Like, you got to hear yourself. You don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. You have no clue. You have no idea. I don't know either. It could go all the way down right now and dump. All the way down. It could start to dump right now and just completely careen down to 27,000. There's probabilities that we play. We don't just say whatever we feel in our head. Where is the 4-hour time frame? It still has legs to go to the upside. So why would we? So based on probability, if we're not above the dotted line and curving yet, why would we? You know what I mean? So the probability says this will continue based on the 4-hour time frame. All right. You just got above a resistance too. Probability is support of resistance. You got to look at what the charts say. You can't just say whatever you want. That's how you get hurt and wrecked, because you're like, oh, it has to be this way. And then it's not that way. And you get bashed. Please, please, please. But ask yourself, why is Bitcoin going on a bull trap? It's my opinion, of course. Every time Bitcoin goes up, it's not a bull trap. Like, the banks are collapsing, man. People are piling into Bitcoin. Can't you see that? Are you like oblivious to that? Following the trend until it ends. Yep. That trading course through Discord. Who gets the ball? Yeah, please. Lifer Loop USD on Max Global is one of the wildest chart patterns I've seen. I've been watching it for years. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to go over that yesterday. Send it to super chat so we can, if you could do that. Okay, shout out to the 1,030 people on the live, 508 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. So we called Bitcoin already. We nailed it. Hit my target right there. Called it a day. Is what it is, right? So that's slap happy right off the bat. Nailed that Bitcoin move. Now it's continuing to move. I mean, this thing is strong. When the market moves like this, you got to look at smaller time frames. And look, this is doing a retest that this is like mimicking that move that it just made. And this is an ugly flag, but this flag says it's going to pump. Measured move is going to go to 28,986 We're looking for a move right now here on the 30-second chart, possibly. It's kind of got a right, it's a V-shaped recovery right back inside the pattern. We have a resistance at 28,581. This starts to break that resistance there. It's likely to get to here, to 28,740, and then it's going to the target at 28,986. Shout out to Mountain Men. Are we looking into a close 1 hour candle above 28,005? Yes, that would be beautiful, Clayton Henderson. I trade more on liquidations. So I see, the thing is, you don't even, so do I. I trade on liquidations. I've never, I watch everyone get liquidated and we run into the shorts. So how many times have you come to this show, man? Anyway, how many years of your experience in trading? I started trading when I was 25 years old. I will turn 40. 15 years of trading experience. I traded the Toronto Stock Exchange for years. I traded gold and silver ETFs on the New York Stock Exchange. I traded JNUG and J-Dust all the time. Gold was my main way of making money. I love trading. Before I got into cryptocurrency, I was trading all the time. Sam is the man. Thanks for the feedback regardless. Hey, God bless you, Nick. Thank you. I like your demeanor, man. God bless you, brother. Man, you're awesome. Shout out to Brandon K. Shout out to everybody here with the good vibes. Who here is feeling good today? Who here has the vibe today? Who here is taking their life by storm and just doing what they love to do with their lives? I'm going to die living my dreams. I'm going to die living my dreams. The day I die will be a day I live my dreams out, because every day I live out my dreams. For 20 to 40 years, I lived in the doldrums, going to work for somebody else, doing their bidding, telling myself I knew there was another way. I knew there was a way out. And I finally broke out. I finally broke free. And now I'm free, baby. And now that I'm free, I want everybody to be free. I want everybody to shine. I want everybody to be able to feel what I feel, wake up every single day and do what makes them happy and shine, use their passion. Because when you're passionate, you achieve more. And when you achieve more, you help the entire human race. So when we all do something that we love, we innately help the entire human race. Like, isn't that amazing? Because we make such a beautiful pattern of love. Look at this. Look at this. This is swing down to swing down. That's kind of a hidden bullish divergence. Tells us that we will make a trend higher than that trend. Didn't we find the hidden bullish divergence down there? But that's a hidden bullish right there too. Swing up to swing up while that swings down. See that? That tells you that the trend should continue to the upside. I never really backtested on the 30-second chart, but it does say that we could go higher. Okay. Keep your eyes on the prize, boys. OMG. Let's go and smash the like button. We got the vibes. Ain't your birthday tomorrow, bro? Me? No. 323? Nah. It's always a great day to be a lifer. Jump off the hamster wheel. Exactly. Shout out to Jacob Shelton in the house. God bless you, Jacob. Stop treading water and jump on the boat, baby. Amen, man. Hit the 250 horse, baby, and rally out. Bust that wake right through. Nope, nobody knows my birthday. I don't want people knowing my birthday personally, because it's like, my last name, my birthday. What else do you want? You know what I mean? Share the broadcast. Send the broadcast out, people. Let them know. Emerging Cup and Handle, Texas in the house. Dang it. My good friend's birthday is April 1st, though. Yeah, you were pretty close. You're about a week off. April babies. Everybody, I put out backs just a week ago. 2 weeks ago on 3-6. Let's talk about backs. BAX just continuing to bump to the upside, doing damage. Can you check out DIONE on Mexi and Uniswap for me? It's a hodl for me. Yeah, we'll check it out right away. DIONE on Mexi. Ooh, this thing looks spicy. What does it do? I don't even know what it is. Let's find out. Let's do a deep dive. And that's why you come to this stream. You're going to find out about a new coin almost every single day. $12 million market cap. Let's take a look at the website. What is it saying? What is it doing? New power in charge. All right. Don't show for 7 days. The DIONE wallet. iOS and Android. They have a nice wallet. Uniswap, Etherscan, Coinbase. Inspired by the Never Sky, we present to you the DIONE ecosystem. The DIONE wallet. Sounds like Dionysus, like the DIONE wallet. Safe and securely store your crypto in our wallet. That will also reduce the barrier for entry. I believe they have this noise, or is that my... Sorry. It's like a DIONE swap and DIONE blockchain. Wow, they have their own blockchain, their own swap. Pretty good. Token info. So it is, like, you see by it's an OX, so it's it's an Ethereum contract coin. Once you see the OX at the beginning, or 0x, you know it's Ethereum. Platform Ethereum supply, 10 billion. Trade tax, 2%. What is it, a meme coin then? Why is there a trade tax? Interesting. Interesting. Don't know the CEO. He's undoxed. Funny. And a couple undoxed people too as well. Let's take a look at the charts and see what's going on with it. It's starting to pump right now on the daily. The daily chart says this thing can move. So look, the daily just came down on a flag and it touched the 21-day moving average. And then it got the pop. That means it wants to express a move up to its next resistance point, which is the measured move of the flag to the upside here. You got kind of a bit of cup and handle here, and it continues to make little handles on its way up. It's going parabolic, step 1, step 2, step 3. Pretty nice. If you drew a mini fib here, which was your impulse there, it came right down to the 786 and, golden pocket area. I like what I'm seeing for this. This thing could continue to the upside. The measured move would take it to 0017190. All right, 00190. And that would probably be a move with 6 on 11, 60%. Yeah, 50% gains there, about even. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. It's overbought, spent. So you're going to want to flag this one out. Once the flag completes and the stochastics reset or bend halfway, 1 hour is pretty low too, though. I'd be waiting on that 4 hour to reset halfway, somewhere in the middle. Put an alert here and put an alert there, and think about, getting back into this puppy. So that's on my radar. That's something that I'm thinking about. I may not trade this though, but for you. And if I was looking at this is how I would trade this coin to the upside. I would look for this flag to enter this bigger trade to get out here and to make 50%. All right. I appreciate that super chat. That looks like a new coin that we've never heard about. So thank you. I just learned about a new coin. May God bless you for that awesome explorative moment with me. That was amazing. So let's take a look at GALA. I talked about GALA in this inverted head and shoulder. It popped out, came back down. It's kind of messy. We had it in this flag. It did break on up. I'm going to delete all my old work. We're going to get rid of the moving averages. We're going to clarify this. We're going to clean it up. We're going to take a look at what's happening. Let's go to our daily chart, 2-day chart, and just look at our large support and resistance areas for GALA. GALA is an amazing project. I believe I should be DCAing into it. I haven't started a DCA, and I asked myself why. I know GALA is going to be big. Can easily go back to its all-time high, would have 70 cents, maybe even higher, 85 cents. I mean, you're sitting, that's a 20x, right? 10x to 40 cents, 20x to 80 cents. This thing could easily 20x your money, in my humble opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taken as such, but the team's not going anywhere. You got you got Mark Wahlberg. Hey guys, I decided I'm a copper fireman, and I still put my money into GALA. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, hey, Mark. I can't do it when I'm sick. Hey, Mark, what are you doing buying GALA? You should be over here watching Crypto Lifer every day. Can we look at GPT? Maybe if you send in a super chat, you may be blessed to get that answered. Can you check out DIONE on MEXC Uniswap for me? It's a hodl. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat, man. May God bless you for doing that. And let's let you shine out there. Rowdy Man sent out that super chat. And I really want to shout out my super chat people. We get a lot and they come on in and the chat moves really fast. It's hard to track everybody. But I would like to keep, So shout out to Rowdy Man. God bless you, everyone. And CNC Ireland. I don't know what happened to my settings this morning, CNC. I have no idea why we weren't able to message. I didn't change anything, so I don't know. I have no clue. Bitcoin's trying to short squeeze yet again back to 28,800. And you can see the shorts just love getting squeezed. They squeeze more shorts than orange juice in Florida. Shout out to those who give me money. Shout out to Web3. Be your own bank. Keep your crypto safe. If you don't have a hardware wallet, Lifer has a link for the Trezor Model T. Hit the link to the Trezor Model T. So weird. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't do a lot of DMing, so I have no idea what happened. Yeah. I love bear juice. Me too, man. Squeeze it in. So funny. XCAD is worth researching. We'll bump over the weeks due to the growth of the marketing campaign. Once per year, they have plus Zill do that. Yeah. I like what you're saying there, and I like XCAD. We'll talk about XCAD. I put out a trade out for it. It tends to move with XDC, which is not supposed to. But they tend to move together, XCAD and XDC. Back at a Bitcoin now, and look, on the 30-second chart, now we get to do a little bit of this and have a little bit of fun. And we can see that we're forming this flag now. And that's bullish consolidation after a huge pump like that. You're not giving it back. You're starting to flag on out. Okay? And you just saw a target. We just made a live trade. Like, you saw me spit it out, and you saw me hit the target. It's amazing how many times that it happens. And I love the 10 o'clock time frame. We tend to get the pumps 10:45, 11 almost every single time we're here when the magic happens. And I also show up when the magic happens no matter what. I I streamed Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning. Like, out of control how many times we streamed this weekend. My wife left me for the weekend, and I just worked to the point of no return and went to the shooting range. That's all I did. You know what I mean? Shout out to the $4.99 super chat from Birdman, dude. What? Had to give you a little of the gains for Bitcoin trade. 4 years, my mentor never misses. A real GOAT, a real legend. Isn't that crazy how many times we've hit, dude? You've been riding with me now for 2 years, man. Isn't it crazy how many times we've hit? Like, tell the people, man. Literally, someone's got to tell the people, because I don't like bragging, and I'm not going to say it. But someone's got to come out one day and tell and say how many times I've hit Bitcoin, because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like it is absolutely ridiculous, the accuracy for trading Bitcoin in this trading group. You know what I mean? And honestly, I equate it to just doing the same thing every day, if you just watch Bitcoin every 5 hours and you only, you sleep for 6 to 8 hours a night and you watch Bitcoin religiously, like, you're going to know what it's doing. The TA is that spot on. Like, if we don't go up to 28,995, I'll be somewhat, basically surprised, because this is forming a bull pennant and it's consolidated bullish behavior. There's a 68% chance this moves to the upside. All right. You had a low, you made a higher low. Now you break this high, you're on your way. And here we are tracking Bitcoin on a Fed day on the smaller time frame, which I never normally do, but I see another move coming. And look, here's another trade here. Take profit is going to be at 28,988, right? Break, getting in right here at the base of the thing. Stop loss should be somewhat below the previous low there. I don't like how that's a 239, but it's a tiny scalp, so I guess I may have to change my rules on the scalp situation. But I do like this to be a 3 or better every single time I make the trade. Why is that? Say this is a 3 or 1 or better, like right there, and you trade it 10 times, and you lose it 7 times. You lose 7 times 0.3%, which is about 2.1%, and then the 4.2, it's actually 2.152. Is that right? Hold on. 7 times 0.36, 2.52, right? No, 0.2152, right? 252, yeah. How did I know 252? Because I did the math, and I did 7 times 6 is 42, and then I had the 10, and I had 10 to 10 to 42, 252. Bah! It's crazy, man. Weird. Anyway, so, I make myself do fast math alone at night, all right? I'm a weirdo, okay? Like, I get really excited when I do math fast, like really fast. Like, I'm not as good as other people. There's people way better, right? Look at this. This is not a testimonial. I've only been here 2 days, but I can tell you that in just those 2 days, I've already made my money back. I want to thank everyone already, and I'm ready to be a lifetime lifer. He already made his money back from joining the group, and it's been 2 days. Pays for itself, man. Pays for itself if you know what you're doing and you get the education and you follow along and you stay disciplined. Pays for itself. Pays for itself, man. Shout out to all the beautiful souls in the live. Shout out to the 1,100 people on the live stream. 600 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. It would be the most humblest thing I'd ever see to see 1,000 of you all hitting that like button. Right now we got 500 people afraid of that like button, 600 people, but the majority wins, baby. The majority wins. So if you're in my trading group, we talked about XCAD. It banged on them to the upside. Huge move. And I gave you XCAD the other day, and we're still in the trade, and it continues to moon to the upside. And look at the 1 hour. It followed Bitcoin out of the ascending triangle to the upside. I gave you XCAD. I talked about it. I went over it. It is now up a beautiful 59.77% gainer, and it hit the target. XCAD continued to bang on them. And I put this out early bird style before anyone even noticed what was happening in the trading group. Shout out to anyone that jumped into XCAD. And I didn't post a lot of altcoins recently. The altcoins have not been amazing. But XCAD looked highly likely to me based on what I saw for the move. XCAD booming for 59% gains. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, let's keep it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the Super Chats. How many beautiful souls we have here today now. Live and around the blockchain Thursdays at 5 p.m. A BitBoy show that shares latest crypto news and projects. See that banner there at the bottom left corner of your screen? I am on Around the Blockchain, which is just type in Around the Blockchain. That's going to be its own YouTube channel. And it's an amazing show every single weekday at 5 p.m. I'm there this Thursday. I would love to see my lifers there supporting the stream and supporting Around the Blockchain, man. Let them grow. We want to see that boom. AGIX making the move, and I talked about that too as well. Blur printing. Bax is looking really juicy. Looks like it's about to go up. Runes at 148. Look at Adam on the inverted head and shoulder on the one. Yeah, I liked Adam a lot. Honestly, I really did. This low for it now, or does it look like it's a dying project? I don't know. You got to ask. Whenever you're asking the super chat, everybody, you have to actually put the coin in. Like, is Blur on the low? Blah, blah, blah. Because I only get to see I don't get to see the reference point that you're making to. I'm not that blessed because, I am that blessed, but I don't get to see it. All right. Greetings, VTHO. My man wants VTHO. That's an oldie but goodie. Can we get a batch of super chats out there? Can we get a batch of super chats out there? I just don't see a super chat list. If we could get it, it's all good. If not, I'll scroll through. Let's see. Pay the man. Thank you so much, CNC Ireland. Blur printing. He's got a lot of super chats. I kind of want to get into them. SHIB, Liquidity, Algo, and VTHO. Shout out to Dustin Cava on the Wednesday. God bless you, Dustin. Thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at SHIB on KuCoin. So SHIB, shoulder, head, right shoulder, cup and handle, trending more than any coin I've ever seen on Twitter for the last 3 weeks, and did nothing with that trend. Like, come on now. Like, trended down while the coin trended up on Twitter. Ridiculous, in my humble opinion. But I like what we're seeing here. We could go for that triple bottom, but it's likely resistance, bounce. We use this for a bounce point. So I'm looking for SHIB to make a big move here. It gets above the point of control. It is gone, baby, gone. The daily doesn't look amazing. The 2-day and the 3-day chart both say, hey, a big move is coming. I've been watching the 3-day chart for a lot of coins. The last chart that I charted for Bitcoin on the 3-day did an absolute blast to the upside. Let's show you the one other thing that I've been showing that nobody else is talking about, and that's Bitcoin on the 3-day chart and the fact that it's going to pump up to the 200 SMA. And I've talked about this every day now, and I said it's only a matter of time till Bitcoin closes this gap and touches the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. That will coincide with the resistance at 30,990, 31,000. And it will bring us up to this next high volume node. It's very likely we're going there. It's very likely. When you get this far, when the moving averages get tight and the 200 is the outlier, I don't care what time frame, 15-minute, daily, 22-hour, it pumps up 90% of the time, I'd say, to the 200 SMA. All right. ETH should pump. Come on. ETH's not going to make a move yet. We're going to look at ETH BTC, and we're going to show you the idea. So this is something that nobody is really talking about but me. I don't see any other YouTuber talking about it. We're likely to pump up here and meet. This will come down a little bit while this comes up a little bit. We're going to meet somewhere at 31.5, 32,000. So that looks highly likely to me. All right. That looks highly likely to me. What coin you wanted me to keep looking at that's about to pump? He keeps asking about it, and I want to look at it. There's a few super chats that I want to revisit to my admins. The guy keeps asking about like Lou Ring or Loop on Next Global. I want to chart that. My mind's telling me that's something that we want. And then something else. Someone also just told me about another coin that's about to move, and he keeps saying it in the chat. Super chat, SHIB, Liquidity, Algo, and VTHO. What is the other coin? I can't remember. This dude, and when he said it, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to look at that. Crow chart is not moving. I can't stand Crypto.com. I want nothing to do with them. Sam, you're a legend. You're a legend. God bless you, man. Thank you for your discipline, your teachings, and your help. Shout out to Professor Alucard. God bless you, man. Hey, confusing my wife, emailing her by 2 emails, man. She thought it was a scammer. She didn't know what was going on. He said, Bax, thank you for saying that. You knew the coin. You were spot on with me. May God bless you for doing that. So we went over XRP already. Looked highly likely like a move could be coming for XRP. Again, you may just get stopped out. You never know. I'm not a financial advisor, but I like what I'm seeing for XRP here. I love it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Shout out to my lovers of life. Let's have a big sip of the lemon water. I need a hydrate. I want to put more lemon in here too. Extra lemons for the man. We're getting through. We're getting through. Your kids are going to bring home something. It is what it is. It is what it is. XRP, baby. XRPZ. All right, let's take a look. We have a lot to go over right now. A lot to go over. All right? Like so much. You have no idea. My voice is even deeper because of my cold or whatever. It's asking some raspiness, but I'm using it to my advantage. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, ba-da-dang. And honestly, the volatility is crazy today, but I just feel like it's so likely we're going to make that gap up because I've seen it happen on so many assets through my life. So it doesn't even matter if it's Bitcoin. I just see this type of behavior over and over and over again. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program. And we're kind of stuck in this, watching this closely. It's now a bit of a symmetrical triangle, right? It feels more bull pennant-like, though. Still about the same target, actually a little higher now. If I tweak it. We're going to continue to watch this consolidation on the 1 minute time frame, but that looks like you're going to get the blast now. See how you're turning aggressively and you went 1, 2 with a higher low? You have a low, you have your high, higher low, lower high, but a higher low. So lower highs and higher lows, that's the way it goes to get the money as it flows. That's the little rhyme I made. But see, lower highs and higher lows, that's the way it goes to get the money as it flows. Tight in the triangle, ready to get the banger. So, yeah, I like what we're seeing here. And look, this is hidden bullish. This swings down while that swings up. That's a form of hidden bullish, which tells you that you'll break a high of that high to the upside. So hidden bullish there on the 1 minute tells me we're going to continue to pump. I see a move coming for Bitcoin. It looks like we're going to rally again. Might be another massive move candle here. Get ready. This may start to move really in the next 2 seconds to a minute and a half. I see something brewing here. Bit of a double bottom with a higher low. It has cup and handle vibes too. Shabby cup and handle to the upside, right? It has that cup and handle that it could get racy. It could get racy. Low stochastics telling me we could get the pump. Here we go. Here we go. My goodness. Now we have a resistance C. We got to get back above this resistance. 28,675. We get above that, we're gone, baby, gone. Definitely going to 28,750. And then our next leg up is 29,330. We hit 29K. I mean, we're pretty close to hitting 29K, everyone. It's going to be a pretty big deal. All right. It's going to be a pretty big deal. All right. All right. All right. Let me duplicate this because I want to keep this up and running. Feel like I could actually should start getting prepared for the Fed meeting today and how I start doing all my others nonsense. What I do is I like to keep the actual chart kind of running no matter what, right? If you know what I mean, what I mean. Oh yeah, I want this one. No, sorry. No, I have 6 monitors. I'm choosing the right one. There we go. And if I could put Bitcoin up here and then turn that one on, right? Which right there. Now we can kind of just keep Bitcoin in that little flag up there. I hope it doesn't bother you too much, right? And then I can go over other coins real quick. But that looks like it's going to rally fat. Like that looks like a big move is coming, if I've ever seen one. So that's the trade right there. Set up and locked and loaded. Doesn't even need to be 375, but I like that it is 375. Looks like we could go down to 285 ain't bad. This looks like a huge move is about to come. I've seen these happen many times in my life, so here we go. All right. Let me go and look at the chats here and see what's happening. Alluvium making a big deal with, Matic. BOFA got approved for digital patent. Bank of America got approved for a digital patent. That's a good move. Shout out to Air to Run, man. God bless you for the news. Thank you so much for that awesome news. Oh, we got a little stutter there. Lifer Adam on the weekly is forming an enormous inverted head and shoulders. Okay. I'm 20x long on Bitcoin. There you go. Loop, USDT, bro. Thank you. It was Loop. Thank you for doing that. It was Loop. High risk Bitcoin scalp. These are high risk. When you're on a very small time frame, it's high risk. Okay. All right. Hey, brother, can you take a look at Flux, please? Wow. Sun Chips, thank you for the love, man. Soul looking very spicy. Unbelievable. Shout out to the 1,200 people on the live stream. 692 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Everyone wants to know what's happening The Fed gets people into Bitcoin, man. Fed did a great job getting people into Bitcoin. They really did. You know what I mean? Fed did a great job getting people into Bitcoin. Unbelievable. Fed is the best Bitcoin advertiser in the world because every time the Fed meeting comes out, I get more views than anybody else, you know what I mean, than I used to. So it's like the Fed has promoted Bitcoin more than any other organization in the world. Pretty interesting, right? Indirectly. They've done the best job of advertising for Bitcoin. We got more advertising for Bitcoin than most people pay billions of dollar campaigns for. Shout out to the Fed for advertising for Bitcoin every single day. We love you, Fed. You've done a good job. You've done a good job. A great job, actually. An enormous job. An amazing job. Like, we should have made you the head of the PR firm for Bitcoin because you've done such a good job printing all that money and letting people realize why Bitcoin is the best. And you keep collapsing banks. You've done such a good job for us. Jerome Powell, the spokesman for Bitcoin, #1 spokesman for Bitcoin, Jerome Powell. Every week, he makes people realize why Bitcoin's more superior than the flip-floppy banking system that just doesn't seem to be able to compete with the strength of Bitcoin. So, and then there's the effects. We like to do loud sounds of wind when we ask for a similar sound. All right, let's get into the super chats. Let's talk about it. I want to also look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. All right. I'm going to duplicate it. I just like multiple windows. So SHIB looks good to me. I could see SHIB on the 3-day chart pumping up to the 200 SMA and getting a massive gain. I would watch SHIB on the 3-day. I would start focusing on the 3-day chart more than ever. You got to zoom out. Don't get stuck in the minutia. All right? When you're in a bear market, we're in and out. We're not using the daily. We're not barely using the 4-hour. You have to be in and out in a bear market. All right? Most people are. It was actually fun trading. This bear market wasn't that bad. It was actually a lot of fun trading. We made a lot of gains. Like, it was awesome. You know? So, it wasn't even that bad. There's the pump here. Bitcoin's starting to get the move. Bitcoin's starting to get the little move out of the moment here. Can it continue up? It breaches that channel. Like I told you, the point of control, it's gone to this area, and then it's going to move up. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. It could also elongate here, slump a little bit, and come back down to the bottom of the channel and just continuously kind of, you know, that's also a possibility. You got to be open-minded. You got to be open-minded. You can't be open-minded one way and not open-minded the other way. You got to be 100% open-minded. If one thing is possible, then anything is possible. All right? Does that make sense to you? Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. But SHIB looks good to me on the 3-day chart, pumping up to the 200 SMA. I see that likely to happen. It may take a couple weeks, though. Patience is the game. People with the most patience make the most money. People with the most patience make the most money most of the time. Not every. I'm not going to make 100% affirmations, but most of the time. Shout out to Ma Barley with Illuvium. Buy Arbitrum 100x gems. Agreed. That's because of the Lifer crew. We made it better together. We really did, though. 6 the live watchers in 2 years, my man. You deserve it, Sam. Thank you. God bless you, brother. That would be because if they want to buy it, just not at 28K, more like 90 to 15K. Didn't one of those feds say it would reach 4K? Maybe that's a good buy order for the future. You really think you're going to 4K, man? Actually, anything is possible. I'm open-minded, but I mean, it's highly unlikely. Super chats guaranteed are closing soon. What things are what you should be picking up? Get your deep dives and the list for later in the stream. Send your super chats today. Liquidity, Algo, VTHO, and Illuvium. Give or take 100 mil. Can you check Algo, please? Arbitrum, 4K. Shout out to Jacob Shelton. I know, right? It's ridiculous. Let's take a look at liquidity. LQTY, baby. Liquidity finally came out on KuCoin and took a massive dump to the downside. We were looking at this coin for a long time. We knew about it like literally 6 to 7 months ago because Token Metrics. And jump on in. We got Token Metrics for free in my trading group. Well, not for free, but I present Token Metrics, and I'm always going over my Token Metrics account, and I do it on my weekly screen share. So if you want to hang out with me every single week on Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30, I believe that's worth $100 alone. Just the weekly screen share is worth $100 alone. You get so much in my trading group. You get a weekly screen share every single week where you sit with me for an extra 2 hours every single Thursday, no matter how tired, no matter what's happening. I give you my all. I go all the way, baby. And I love every single second of it. 23% gains coming out of liquidity. It is trying to find a bit of a bottom here. Very oversold in the 1 hour time frame. Looks like it could make a move. MACD suggesting a bit of a turn to the upside too as well. So everything kind of looking for a bump on liquidity. High risk though. Smart move would be to swing. I don't know if I'd long-term hold this. I don't know enough about the project. Smart move would be swing trade once it bounces off the point of control, or even this high here at 248. 248, then it can easily move up to 3 beans and make that 50, that 25% gainer. ALGO, VTHO, Illuvium, and Flux. For real, token metrics is no joke. He randomly screens for long periods of time. Prepare yourself. Shout out to Stephen Fran. Alts are big time lagging. My alts were way higher back at 25K about a month ago. What are some of your long-term holds? Join the trading group and I'll let you know. How's that? You meet me halfway and I'll let you know what I'm doing. I think we're in the same cycle as March 2017 date to date would make us dump from 30K. You think, right? I love the point of the story. He says, we think. He has no idea. Lee, just come out and say you have no idea. Watch how easy this is. Lee, say, I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I don't know what cycle's attached to what cycle. Just say you do not know where Bitcoin's going to go. It's going to be a lot easier for you, my friend. Just tell yourself you don't know where Bitcoin's going. It's going to make yourself, you're going to be able to navigate this market so much better if you stop telling yourself what you think is going to happen. Please, for the life of yourself, for your life, stop doing that. You're going to stress yourself out way too much, When can we see a 5 to 8K Bitcoin pump again? I don't know, man. I am not Bubba Ganuta, or whatever her name was. Great show, Sam. Thank you to Guns and Loaded. No idea where Bitcoin's going to go, but it's going to retest 25K. You don't even know that. You don't know that. It's definitely going to do this. It's definitely going to do that. Getting a little bit of a pump for Bitcoin. Not big, though. Someone said Bitcoin's pumping, and I have it on the window right there. I know it's pumping. You guys are hilarious. All right. They think you're Dalai Lama. I know, right? Bubba Vanga. Yeah, the Bubba Vanga. Yeah. If it rhymes, rippage. It definitely gonna move. Sam is not feeling well and is pumping out. Awesome TA. He's the best. Shout out to Robert G. It's gonna be 10 Polaris side by side and start off the road. Rentals towards Olive with the profit this month. For real. Gonna get a plan. I like it. It's definitely gonna max out at 21 million supply. You're funny. Bitcoin will definitely move up or down unless it goes sideways. Funny. And see, that's the difference between me and somebody else. Like, I'm going to tell you what I believe is happening. So look, let's readjust the situation here. Now we need the 1 minute to come down and not lose the flag. See, this is simple stuff to me. 1 minute's going to reset on the Stokes. If that doesn't lose the flag and we rebend, then 1, 2, the third touch is usually the monster move. That's how I was able to predict that move this weekend. Remember when I was like, it's about to go steady, and then it ripped? How did I know? How did I know in the next 2 minutes it was going to move? How could I predict the movement within a minute to 30 seconds? Because when you do this for a living and you can see that you touch the third bottom of the trend after the stochastics reset, already starting to set off to be a big move here. You can see this is bullish consolidation. So no one knows Doge has a girlfriend. Nope. Got an AJAX AB800 profit because of your live stream. Don't doubt the crypto lifer. The course works. Michael Leone got into AGIX up $800 because of the live. You know how many people have made money just getting educated and knowing what's happening, and then it's changed their lives? Thousands of people throughout the world at this point. We have touched thousands of lives. Thousands of lives. All right? And you can see it in the testimonials. You can read them. They go on and on. I have more testimonials than, I don't even know who has more than me. Who has more testimonials than me? Like, they go on for days. Like, sit here and read these. They will blow your mind. They go on and on and on. I think I could sit here for 7 hours and read them and still have more. These are all people pouring out their life, making gains, things that have happened to them. If you just sit and read this and you don't believe that I can change your life, I've changed thousands of people's lives. Let's go, baby. Let's go. My plan is to short at 30K, then dollar cost average from 17 to 9K. Hey, man, at least you have a plan. Set up those limit orders now, and you never know. They just may hit. You never know. Bitcoin long from the start of the stream, up $50 already. If it breaks out, it hits the take profit. You will get your cut, sir. You're funny, man. I don't need to cut, man. You do whatever makes you happy. If you like to give, you give. I'm not asking for a cut. I just want to make that clear. If you want to give, you give. You do whatever makes you happy. If you got education from me and you felt like that education benefited from you, you could give. Life-changing group. Shout out to Jebatron. Yeah, we knew it was blank. I was moving the chart around. All right. We got to get into these super chats. We got to get into them. All right. You give information, I give that moolah. You're funny. Are you Michael Pa? Super chats, ALGO, VTHO, ILV, and Flux. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at Algorand. And we still have to go over the total market cap. We got to look at the dollar index. So many things I haven't done today. I don't know how the day is getting ahead of me so fast. And here we are with the news. 11:30. Shout out to everybody here. Let's jump on in to the news. And then we'll be back right after the news. We'll jump into those super chats, I promise. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, known as the Crypto Lifer on YouTube, and every single day I give you the news. 3 amazing topics that could affect your day and move the markets. Let's talk about it. Crypto Circle, the Circle company Crypto confirms Chief Strategy Officer account was hacked. Airdrop thread is not legitimate. Oh my God, a Twitter thread from the account of Circle's Chief Strategy Officer and Global Head of Policy had promised a one-time bonus for USDC users. Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire tweeted to say the account had been hacked. The thread shared a link to a site where users could claim a USDC airdrop. He clicked a phishing link like a fool. You can't click anything that gets sent to you. You cannot. It is a very vicious game out there. Be very, very careful. So if you thought this was coming, just be careful. I want to put the news out there. He was hacked. Circle is not giving you free USDC. There's no legitimate coupon or fun thing coming out. No airdrop. Make sure if you see that, don't get caught up in that nonsense. And if you just think nothing is free, then you'll be all right, right? Most times, then you won't fall for the nonsense. So I like what the stochastics are doing right now. I'm going to show you something that you may not have noticed right now that I'm just going to make you privy to. That's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there, which is likely to pump us to the upside. See how it's a slanted, drunken, inverted? You can't really see it with shoulder, head, and a right shoulder there. I've seen that play out many times. So sick of these fuzziness, all this fuzzy stuff ever since I vacuum cleaned or something. There's just this dust in my nose lately. It's everywhere, I tell you what. I can't get rid of the dust over here. Bitcoin looking pretty nice. Next idea here, next piece of news coming up here is why is XRP Ledger might enter a new paradigm. Ripple. XRP is the native token of XRP Ledger and has offered fast and efficient cross-border payments for a decade. Although the project has found itself in the crosshairs with the SEC, the token is still immensely popular among crypto enthusiasts and users. Bitcoin's proof-of-work consensus model, according to the creators of the XRP Ledger, suffers from energy efficiencies. Nonetheless, the team believes that the proof-of-work can help with early distribution and with the double spend issue. The XRPL was created by the core developers as an energy-efficient alternative against proof-of-work's hegemony. One of the biggest downsides to XRP is the lack of arbitrary smart contracts. This is to maximize the security and stability of the network. However, all that might change very soon. Hooks, a smart contract feature integrated in XRPL transactions, is in development by XRPL Labs to provide additional basic functionality on the base layer. The EVM sidechain, which Persist is currently developing, will change the ecosystem course and might go live in 2023. The EVM sidechain will be able to do computing on par with chains like Ethereum, Solana that support smart contracts. Advantages and downsides of a proof of a consensus. That's interesting. Proof of association consensus model, also called a federated Byzantine consensus protocol. Each node in the POA network must create a list of trusted nodes. So, could XRP get an upgrade that could change the face of how it moves. You may want to kind of deep dive that and go deeper into that. You could spend a few hours on that alone. And last but not least, Consensus MetaMask Institutional to add staking marketplace. The institutional version of Web3 wallet MetaMask today unveiled its staking marketplace as it partners with Clin, Block Daemon, and all nodes. The platform, which will go live March 27, enables firms to look to delve into staking across products with standardized terms and conditions for 4 different staking providers. Interesting. And DeFi continues to move. And that is the news for you today. Thank you so much for jumping on in as we get back in to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looking really nice here. As you can see, it's getting tighter and tighter. This ascending triangle is just looking nicer and nicer as we get ready for this meeting. Is he going to talk and then we're going to get a blast? It is a 50% pattern. I want to make that really clear, meaning it's a bilateral pattern, meaning 50% of the time it could break to the downside, probably to this node at 28,350. 50% it could break to the upside. However, it's all about the stochastics and where they land and how you're hitting the trend. And the trend looks really good to me. We just got to break this higher high and we're on our way. So Bitcoin starting to pause, getting ready for the Fed meeting. We're getting very, very close. The announcement is coming. And once the announcement, we are going to see a bit of a move here. So just pay attention. Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart still looking pretty healthy to me. Let's get back into the super chats. Let's take a look at Algorand. All right. So Algo, as I said before, and I've said very clearly, Algo is not a swing trading coin, in my humble opinion. There's far better coins to swing trade. Algo is a long-term accumulation coin. All right. You draw a bowl out and you buy, you DCA into Algo. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm just talking about the general you, but I would be DCAing into Algorand. I already hold a bag of it, so I'm kind of done with it. I'm waiting for it to kind of do its thing. I got in at 30 cents last year for a few grand, and I've been holding it ever since. And it went up a little bit, took a little bit of profits, but never felt the need to. A portfolio wasn't big enough, it was like whatever. Like I'd rather hold it for 3 years and 4 years and see what Algo does. One day I went to sell it, and I saw it at the Celtics game in the arena, and I realized its association to Boston and how big it could be. So I would just be accumulating Algorand, honestly, in these zones and holding it for 2 to 3 years. Like I really wouldn't be worried about anything else, personally. That's me, And the reason is yes, there may be a nice swing trade on it. It may get a bit of a pump when the whole market pumps, but there's going to be so many other better coins that pump. It has a giant market cap. It barely moves. Like it just, it's not going to be your favorite coin, to be trading recently. It's a DCA, long-term, have in the bag for if it takes over an ecosystem, it becomes something huge. You know what I mean? Other than that, come on. Too many people are too hyped on Algo, in my humble opinion. 37 cents. It barely did anything. It's been dumping. While the whole market has actually done well, it's been in a downtrend. There's your low, there's a high, there's a lower high. Could it make a lower low? It has to make a double bottom here. This could be its final bottom. Great place to DCA, but that's really where I'm going to leave it with Algorand. I could sit there and show you where the best highly probable swing trade is, but it's just not the best coin to be swing trading. I have to be honest. So, Bitcoin making a little bit of fall out of the pattern now here. It is just the 1 minute, so you never know. But we did lose this trend line. It was a nice trend line. We didn't want to lose it. Okay, so we got to make sure this can hold here. It's all right. It's not the worst. It's the 1 minute chart, so we'll go in closely here, but it's close. It's very close. All right, let's get that music back up and running. I need music in my life, or I just don't feel comfortable. We got to move this back into position there. How did that move on its own? I was moving it on another chart, and we can keep Bitcoin on the upper left there. You can see it there. We're watching it now. I don't like what it did. It did break the trend technically, and it double topped here. It could not get back above 28,718. That was kind of its line, I may just close my trade. I'm up 20%. It's a good trade. No reason not to. I could slowly grow this account from $1,000 to $10,000, just chipping away, easy peasy. Just being super, super, super low risk, We need a lifer soundtrack. Gold raw not happening. You need more charts. Goldenrod not happening. I don't know what that means. You need more charts. Okay. Let's get into the super chats. VTHO. And usually I'm a little quicker and I'm really on point today. You got to give me a little bit of a break, please, if you can. Why did that reset just now? Look how that just moved all my stuff over. So weird, right? I've never seen that. It just moved my entire... Oh, it put it back now. That was so strange. It like moved the work. There was like layers. And it like moved my work off of the... What's going on, TradingView? It's acting funky now. Look, I hit 4 hour and it just like paused on me. Oh no, you going down on me, TradingView? Hold on. What'd you ask about here? You asked about VTHO. VTHO on... I thought it was definitely on KuCoin, but it's not. Only on MEXC. All right. All right, here we go. VTHO. Looks like it is bottomed. You got the cup with the handle. It's a nice size. Nice look. And boom, right? 4 hour has resistance right here. Had a bounce here. Lack of liquidity because the candles are not full, so you just got to be careful. Like, it's going to be hard to fill an order. You can't put too much in. When you ever see the candles aren't fully full, you got to be careful. Look, shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. It's very, very decrepit, but it's there. All right? It's a barbaric inverted head and shoulder, but it's chicken scratch, but it's got something. And you got a falling wedge. However, the 4 hour time frame is going to have to kind of push. You got this kind of cup and handle too. You'd have to be long-term holding into this. I think there's so many better coins out there, like AI coins and AGIX and stuff. But hey, if you want to be getting into VTHO, by all means, do whatever you make. Isn't this Rune? VTHO, whatever. So where's this? Anyway, I see it breaking out of here to the upside. Let's look at our daily, but daily spent. 22 hours okay. Not a fan of this coin. I'm not a fan of the liquidity. It just doesn't look like it's going to be a fun thing to trade. Looks like you get stuck in it and it take too long. And I don't know. 18% gains coming out of the flag. It's just not. I don't know. I'm not. It may pump all the way to up to, go up 100% tomorrow. Who knows? It just doesn't suit well with my trading style. Like, it just, I like more liquidity. It's only because the bigger wallet sizes aren't participating yet. They take profits when the price is going up. And we saw the big sell-off already. Wasn't it around 70,000? Super chats. Thank you to all of the 18 of you who sent in a super chat today. God bless you. Just can't believe we will be straight breaking 30K from here. It's so good to believe it sounds easy profit. Anything could happen. You never know, man. Always have a plan if it doesn't go your way. All right? Always have a plan if it doesn't go your way. Alluvium ILV here on KuCoin. You don't cough a lot, but this cough hurts. Like, it hurts my chest. It's like, it's like my chest hurts, which is, I'm not used to that. So it's an uncomfortable feeling. Okay. I hear my little baby coughing too, like the whole family coughing. So this is getting tight. Alluvium looks like a big move is coming. I've seen this play out too, this trough that gets tighter in the zone. Let's take a look at our 4 hour time frame. Our 4 hour still has legs to go to the upside, and we have this giant cup and handle that's being respected. Our daily's a little high for me. Our 22 looks good. When the daily gets pinned, I'd play the 22. So you got this shoulder, head, and you have a shoulder there, a head there, and a right shoulder. This could break out. I would watch Alluvium for a move. It's got a lot of news. It came out with Matic. That's going to help its cause. It's going to be a big deal. Matic's already booming, so, it's like, they're both helping each other. Alluvium's a pretty big coin too as well. 3.54 risk ratio, and I could see this booming on the 22 hour. You gotta heed that the 4 hour is not in the perfect spot. I mean, the daily's not in a perfect spot, but we gotta understand that I've back tested that theory, And the daily can get pinned, and the 22-hour can keep doing damage. And we've shown you actual visualizations of this before many times in the stream, so we could show you that again, right? Alluvium, USDT, 22-hour time frame. I like what I'm seeing for Alluvium. Let me continue to the upside here. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. Starting to get that short squeeze down, the long squeeze down now. We're losing 26,000. And, you know, up in the upper right-hand corner, you can see what's happening there for Bitcoin. I could duplicate it and bring it back down too as well, which I should have. I guess I lost the one I had. I duplicated and you went to VTHO. I always find that weird. Like, I duplicated it, but it went to VTHO, the last thing I was on. That to me, that's kind of a bug, you know? But whatever. Now you got yourself an M pattern here. It just, you know. So here, I mean, we got to switch it up. We got to switch up the story now. All right. You got a falling wedge flag. That could still get busy, you see? You could technically still say you're in this in some type of consolidation, but you lost it. That was nice consolidation that you lost. For sure. You know? Now I'm seeing something like this though, and it might just be longer consolidation. I do see a pump out of this falling wedge now to the upside though. And the 1 minute is oversold. We're going to have fun. Don't worry. When the Fed meeting comes out, it's going to be a blast. Get ready. Get excited. Trade's still up 22%. $9.93. Not amazing, but, you know, hey, any type of money that's more than you had the day before is a blessing, though. Like a blessing. You can make more money than you had the day. If your money can make more money than it made before, it's a blessing because that can just continue to move. 1,000 makes 100, makes 100, makes 100, makes another 1,000, makes it that. You know what I mean? It just keeps moving. Why is the length of that pole so big? Ooh, there's the dumpage. Let's look at our bigger time frames. Let me get off. I usually don't like to sit on the 1 minute, so I could be missing something that I see on a bigger time frame. Like, what if the 15 minutes overbought now and we're starting to come on down, you know? Remember, we drew this triangle possibility. Haven't looked at it since. This is the KuCoin chart. The one thing that I'm so focused on is this diagonal trend line. And I just want to make sure that we hold this diagonal trend line. All I want is consolidation. We could easily come back down to 27,300. I just want this flag to consolidate. See, this is all I want. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this to do this, and then the blast up to about $34,000, baby. That's what would be beautiful. You know, that's kind of my funky, and this is kind of what I do here. I make projections that I don't see anywhere else. Try to make them unique and different compared to what every other trader's doing, right? Because if you trade like everybody else, you're going to get wrecked like everybody else. You got to find a unique way to get in and out of the market so they can't find you. So the market makers don't know where you're at. And right now, we're actually, you could say, you know, look at that. See, that's a breakout now on the 4-hour time frame. See that? See that? That's a breakout. Clear as day. Like, that pattern broke out. So now we have a breakout on the 4-hour time frame, which tells me it's likely for us to get to 29,605. But if I had stayed stuck in here, I would have missed this sauce. I wouldn't have been able to see that. You know what I mean? So it's important to be able to juggle multiple time frames in your mind and not go all in on, you know what I mean? And understand how one can affect the other. And how can a small one can affect the other one. And it just, this is a very important idea. All right? Very, very important. Let's keep it moving with the super chats. We want to get through them all before I'm out of here. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. It's just not cool to leave somebody hanging. All right? I lived live and around the blockchain on Thursday. Thank you for the love. Okay, we got ALGO. We got VTHO. We got FLUX. If you have time, BEPRO. And deep dive on BTC ordinals. Okay. We'll take a look at BTC ordinals. We'll take a look at BEPRO. And we will take a look at FLUX. Let's take a look at FLUX USDT. On KuCoin. All right, we were trading Flux on and off for a long time here. One of my more, coins that I believe could make gains. I wanted to come up here and make a flag and go sideways. That's what, basically I wanted to see. It went sideways this way, so, my flag was a little higher than I thought. What I like to do is when I see a new coin I haven't seen in a while, you can see the giant cup and handle I got brewing. But I like to redraw everything. I like to get rid of my moving averages. I like to go to the daily, and I like to look at price action clean. No indicator, nothing. And I like to just make my story morning glory. I like to see what's happening. I see this bottom trend line that keeps kind of hitting. That's interesting. I see this trend line that may be hitting. right? But the bigger trend lines at play there, do we come lower? There's a chance that we come a little lower down to 54 cents. That would make sense if we hit that trend line. So right off the bat, I got a trend. All right. Then I got an upward trend too as well. Right here. So I can see that we're getting tighter and tighter and consolidating in the zone. We're making 3 higher lows in a row. All right. And we're starting to get kind of tight. Let's go to our, now I'll make my support and resistance lines. So I saved this template. And because every time I do this, I got to change the MACD. You know what I mean? And it gets annoying. So I saved this template and I called it AAA so I could find it. SP, the must have 333. I'll call it the must have, right? And save it. Now every time I go to the must have, all right, AAA, the must have, I shouldn't see a giant MACD. All right, thank you. I was getting annoying for me personally. It's just an extra step I had to do every single time I made a chart. So look at Flux. Beautiful consolidation. All right, let's take a look at our two-day. 2-day looks like it's going to blast. And so I've been really focusing on the 2-day chart. Right? You've heard me say this already today. 2-day, 3-day chart. I'm abandoning the daily a little bit. The daily has been kind of leaving me with some ambiguity. And when I see ambiguity in another time frame, I build my plan around on other time frames. Like I'm not going to sit and wait for that not to give me a signal. I'm going to find a signal somewhere else. And if the daily wants to play games, let it play games. I'm not going to let it ruin my thought process. You see? So look, now this is attempting to V-shape recovery, like back. It's trying to do a bear trap on the 1 minute. So weird. Like it's going to break back inside the pattern, go tight, and then blast off. Also kind of making a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder possibly too, for a bigger move. But now you can see that that's definitely a flag here. This is interesting. And now see how the pattern keeps changing? It's weird now. Sad we lost that positional, that beautiful, hey, that 50%, it's going to break down. 50%, it's going to break up. It's a symmetrical triangle, bilateral. It means it's not guaranteed to make, it's not like a bull pennant that has a really high probability of breaking out. That's a 50% pattern. All right. Now the idea is you could keep the pattern alive. This is nuts, but I'll teach you something right now. You can keep the pattern alive, and if price breaks back inside the pattern, right? Price breaks back inside, then you're good to go. So like you can keep the pattern there because it almost can't break back inside unless we make it a little wider. But if that breaks back inside there, then it will continue to the upside as if it never left the pattern. Okay. We got a little lackluster though, which that move had been a nicer move, Okay. And the 4-hour looks like it could continue to go to the upside. Do you have a bearish divergence forming? You kind of do, though. As the 4-hour is breaking down while this is breaking up. This is not a good sign. And right there, that's even bearish divergence right there. Established. So unless this continues up and goes higher than that, which it could go, and it would knock out the bearish divvy, right now we do have the potential of bearish divergence. Let's see how beat the 1 hour is. It's getting pretty overbought and turning. Tells us that we hit a resistance, But now we're looking for the retest. So like you definitely broke out of this on the 1 hour time frame. You broke out. Like you can't say you didn't. You faked out there, you stayed true, you broke out. Now that you broke out, like where do you go is the question. That's what we're looking for. All right. Very, very key. All right. So Bitcoin broke out. We're looking for the retest now. So now same thing idea on the 1 hour is I'm going to be putting a flag. And maybe we V-shape right back in and then dump. That could happen. But if not, and we flag out and we touch the 21 day in the next 6 to 7 hours, that's going to be my next chart. And so I can already see what's going to happen. I want this to reset down if it can. I want the stochastics to reset. In a perfect world, I want the stochastics to reset. I want this to go sideways. I want the 21 to come and catch price action. And when the stochastics are low, I want to see price action touching the 21. And I want to see it as a retest. And that, honestly, I would get a retest, 21, bull flag, low stochastics, 1 hour, and then the confluence would continue, and we would get that move up to 29,639. So that's what I'm looking for. That's my plan. Now, if it starts to drop down out of here, that's a bearish retest of this. So if this drops out of here and hits this, then you can short it likely down to here. Is that a head? Is this going to be a wacky or shoulder, wacky head on the right shoulder? Probably unlikely, but I'm just open-minded to kind of keep myself privy to anything that could happen. If I was in war, I wouldn't believe that nothing can happen. I believe they could come from the front, side, left, right, up, or down. That's why when people say they know where Bitcoin's going, that's like, I look at trading like being in war. If you knew where Bitcoin, if you told yourself where you were going to get shot, they're going to shoot me from the right side. That's like telling yourself you know where Bitcoin's going to go. You don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. If you were in war, you wouldn't know how you were going to get taken out. You would have to watch your front, your back, your left, and your six. You wouldn't be able to just say, oh, it's going to be this one thing. All right. So just remember, telling yourself you know where Bitcoin's going is just like telling yourself you know where you're going to get taken out in war, and you don't. And the person that knows, if the person that says, yes, I'm going to definitely get hit from the right side and never looks at their left side, what's going to happen to that person in war? What about the person that says, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to cover all my bases because I just don't know. That's the same way you should be trading Bitcoin. You shouldn't be, you know what I mean? To me, the mentality should be exactly the same. There should be no difference. Don't play yourself. You know what I mean? I'm serious. Like, I don't mean to offend, but don't play yourself. Like, don't set up yourself for failure by building mentality while building a world around in your mental framework that's just not right. That doesn't exist. All right. All clear, Sammy. Let's look at BEPRO. So we're going to watch this flag on the 1 hour time frame, still showing signs of life, and we're going to keep watching the 1 minute. Both of these time frames are going to give me the insight. We get back inside of here, or we make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. This thing could continue to go. So I'm going to keep it going for us. I'm going to keep looking at it, and I'm going to be back not too long from now. So I'm jumping on out. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I'm going to look at BEPRO, and then I just gave you Bitcoin, so we don't have to go over Bitcoin again. That was Bitcoin. But I'll go over BEPRO one last time. Someone asked about BEPRO. I like BEPRO. It's a good coin, and it tends to pan out. Whenever I've placed it, a trade for it, it panned it out. Look, I put BEPRO here, and that giant, that was a kind of a cup and handle. BEPRO would boom 165% the last time I put it out from that little flag. Starting to make a flag again with a higher consolidated point. Let's take a look at the daily for BEPRO. And wow, I'm starting to feel better. Like, the sickness just went away. Like, it really did. I feel amazing right now. I don't even consider myself sick. I feel like it's just like changing of the seasons and just the heat and all that. I don't know. I don't buy into it all. I am the perfect picture of health, and I consider that every day. That's what I think. So let's take a look. Daily in a little flag here. Let's take a look at our 22-hour time frame. Oversold. That's going to be where I believe that the daily could get pinned. I'd be playing these on the 22. I would be forgetting about the daily for now. If they dump, they dump. Is what it is. We do see a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder there. Not amazing. Let's see some local support and resistance lines. That makes sense. This one right about there, because bounce, 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 resistance, resistance. Even, it's the point of control really right there where we bounced off of. Came low, came up again. So you'd be suggesting possibly a higher low hit there. You can flatten this top out a little bit and then bring this trend line up, and you got yourself a bit of a rising wedge here. But I like what I'm seeing on BEPRO on the 22-hour. I don't like altcoins right now with Bitcoin brewing, but, because what happens is Bitcoin could even take a beat down, and then they'll all go down too as well. So just 44% gains coming, possibly out of BEPRO. I like what I'm seeing on the 22-hour time frame. 200 is the outlier. You're getting tight moving averages. A move should be coming not too far from now. We could pull a Fibonacci on that, which I didn't. I almost forgot, but I did not. And it did bounce off the 786, came down, holding the 0.65. It's a really good area. I wouldn't be surprised if BEPRO got some legs here. 4-hour looks good to me too. You know what? BEPRO looks good to me on the 22-hour time frame. BEPRO looks good to me on the 22-hour time frame. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, and thank you so much, man. Everyone, I'll be back at 2 o'clock, 1:45, something like that, and then he's going to have the meeting, and then we're going to talk about the meeting, and we're going to have a blast. I can't wait to see you again for our second live stream of the day, and then we'll be on tonight at 7:30 while we interview Rice TV. Such a nice, beautiful man. Such a good time every time I hang out with Rice TV. What a nice guy, man. He really is. Respectful, understands, super conscious. Definitely someone you'd want to be friends with or know. Super, super caring guy, man. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next live stream later on today. Have a blessed night if I see you wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for kicking it with the lifer. I'll be back tomorrow, feeling right as rain, everybody, on our way to 42,000 subs and more. Thank you so much for the 889 people, 823 likes, $131 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. May God bless everybody. I hope I mentioned everyone that hit a super chat. Thank everyone in the super chat. And thanks everybody that sent a comment. I can't get here without each and every one of you. I remember streaming to 3 people. The fact that we had 1,200 people on today and we held it the whole time, you guys are unbelievable. God bless you all. May you have a wonderful day. Thank you for everything. God has blessed me with such a wonderful life. Gratitude is the attitude.